Sorry. Mic, camera. What is going on with this? Whatever. All right. It's Friday. It's Friday night Frontline. Today we have an extra low energy episode. Wow, what a week. On tonight's stream, I think we're just gonna sit in the dorm room here. Quite the outfit, isn't that? You know, Radical Link, I can't believe I did it too, to be honest. Sometimes I question what goes through. You know, I did it because that's what the people want, and we're gonna get a lot more of this in the future, apparently. Oh, you know what I'm drinking? The one, the only, the lean, mean green machine. Yeah, it was a tough week, Radical. To answer Paul's question, Vegas was something. Let's just say that my karma is in balance again. We'll just put it that way. So, having sick ass luck on stream does not translate into having sick ass luck in real life. I just wanted to prove that. And actually, unironically, it had nothing to do with the actual gambling aspect. Although I did not do great at that either. But that wasn't even the main issue. It was just everything else around it. But we're not going to get into that because that's a totally different topic. Tonight, oh, man, dude. I need opinions on this, guys, because Not this is not what I'm talking about. This, we all know what the opinions on this are. But, let me see if I can pull it up here. This is something I want to talk about. Because I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Let's see. Can I pull up? I'm gonna see if I can get my Discord on the stream here. Oh, it's gonna mute the sound, isn't it? If I do that, and then oh, there we go. We can have the nice background music. Okay, so this is the Discord for the normal GFL2, like public Discord, right? You guys may or may not. Oh, you can't even see my mouse. Well, whatever. You'll see it kind of hover. This is the main GFL2 Discord, and this is the channel for news updates for whoa. In-game camera is freaking out. Stop. Let's do that. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm trying to whatever. This is just gonna be how it's gonna be. So this is the preview for the. Can I just hold on? Sorry, this is. I know you guys can't see it, but in the background. There we go. Sorry, in the background, the game was zooming out to like crazy levels. Okay, so for the patch notes, this is the upcoming patch for the CN, and you guys might have seen this. So they finally talked to. Yes, Radical Link, we're going to talk a little bit about AK-15. Not really. We're actually not talking about units today. We're talking about the new system that they're going to have. So they previewed the what I've been calling the dating sim game, but it's really like the dorm expansion 2.0. They're calling it the big dorm activity floor. That's the term that they're using here, big dorm activity floor. And essentially it's that one they previewed where, you know, it's like there's like a kitchen and there's a lounge area and like whatever, you get to interact with the different characters and etc. And the part I wanted to talk about that I don't know if this has been making the rounds, but this has got me a little nervous, to say the least. If we come down here, scroll down, rec room, it talks about the different things. Like there's a rec room, there's a dreamscape, which they didn't really explain what any of this was. Damn, Scooper, that's fucking toxic, dude. You can't say that, dude. Saying that I can finally experience love. Damn, dude, that's just. I'm gonna cry. Oh, also, real quick before we go on, if the stream just randomly cuts out, it's not because I went to go kill myself. I'm probably gonna get taken off YouTube for saying that. It's not because I'm gonna keep myself safe. It's because my computer's been having weird crashes today. So, yeah, if the stream just randomly cuts out, I might repost the stream and have a part 2, but we'll see. But just thought I'd cover that real quick. But so back to this. So the dorm is like whatever. It's it's a cool little activity thing. It's got some other fun stuff going on, blah blah blah. But the part that got really a lot of questionable reactions was, let me see if I can see. All right, it was kind of this. So long story short is they're gonna have a gacha system for outfits in the new dorm. So if you're familiar with GFL1, this is kind of the same system where it's like you have a separate gacha just for costumes and outfits. And the first 2 that they're going to have in this are the Klukini, as we've dubbed it, and then Andrus's, whatever, her little midnight succubus outfit, or whatever they're going to call it, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. Do you guys have opinions on this? So it's going to be another gacha system for costumes only, and it's going to be separate than the normal. So I don't think you can buy these costumes, right? You can't go to the store and just purchase them for $10 or $15 or whatever they are when they come out. So now you can purchase the tokens or the tickets or whatever they're using to access this gacha, but it's kind of an absurd rate. I'll go into it a little bit later, but it's interesting. And I'm, like I said, I'm not really sure how they did this, because in GFL1 this was acceptable, right? Like, no, people complained about the costume gacha, because in that it was the same thing. If you wanted like one of the fancy costumes, like the live 2D ones, it was an absurd number of tokens to get one, unless you just quote got lucky, bro. And so people would complain about that, but to be honest, nobody really complained, because other than that one thing, everything else in the game was pretty much free-to-play friendly. Like, you could get every unit. None of the units costed like tickets or money. It was all just in-game stuff, so you could have like an incomplete roster and everything. So the gacha in that for the costumes was like, it was like kind of frustrating to get costumes for like characters and units. But at the same time, it was like kind of like a necessary evil, because it was like everything else in the game was literally 100% free to play friendly. Willie says, so even the Dorito man is unhappy about the skin gacha. Are you referring about me? Because I was a supporter of the Doritos, or is there a different Dorito man that I'm not aware of? Paul says it's good for free to plays, and it's kind of shit if you want to raw dog it with blue coins. Yeah, you mean the credits. You know, that's a good point, Paul. I didn't think about that. If you're totally free to play, you wouldn't have any of the costumes except, I guess, the achievement costume or one of the ones they gave out for free, right? Because yeah, if you're strictly free to play, yeah, there's no other way to get the, like, for example, the one that we have Shohan in right now. There's no way to get that any other way. I guess you're right. I guess that does give free-to-play players an avenue to get costumes on characters that they wouldn't normally. But you do make a good point, Paul, is that, yeah, so the exchange rate was 150 blue tokens or credits for one gacha ticket, right? And to put that into perspective, the ratios are actually a little bit worse than getting a character. So Hard Pity is at 100 instead of 80. So it's, yeah, it's kind of rough. And I'm going to talk about the odds here in a minute, because that was another thing that kind of caught my attention, was the way that they're doing this is like not really like in your favor. It's like really kind of not in your favor. Yeah. Buying these costumes through credits, like using your, remember, credits are the ones you get only through buying with real currency. They're not collapse pieces. They're not any other currency. The only way you can get these tickets for this this costume gacha are through either in-game activities or through the blue credits, which are the ones you get for like buying the monthly pass or just buying them out of the shop. And yeah, Wooly's saying $100 for a skin. To be honest with you, I think it's a little more than that. Like, a lot more than that, actually. Yeah, and the other thing I noticed is, okay, so let's scroll down here. So this talks about things kind of covering up, I gotta do this. So in these images, I hope they show up on stream real well, right? So like this is some of the, so there's like a pity system in it where it's like, if you get duplicates, you get these other, oh yeah, that was another thing they're locking behind this, is this very first one in the top left. You can't see my mouse, but the very first item in the top left there, the one for 1080, is the interaction, the character interaction with Macchiato, where she's like on the couch and you guys are watching a scary movie together. That clip that went kind of viral when they first previewed this back in like whatever, December or whenever that was. So they're locking like emotes / interactions / whatever behind it too, which is like, because like if you think about it, we're entering like gacha inception, right? So you need to gacha to get Macchiato, the character. Then you gotta buy the costume from the costume shop, because it only worked with that one particular costume. In the patch notes there, it says it only works with her spring, festive, New Year's, whatever costume. And then you gotta gacha to get the interaction emote. So like we're like three layers deep into the gacha at this point to get these things. Anyway, the other point of it is like, if you see here, all the different accessories for the costume are also in the gacha, right? And that's double proven by, if we scroll up here, I know it's gonna mute the game every time I click out of it. Here, so here under detailed rates for items, it's talking about that each accessory, oh, that really makes it bad when I click off it, but each accessory has got its own rate. So yeah. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm reading the chat and you're talking about Kasani Dorito. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's the name he goes by. I actually don't watch any of his stuff, not because I don't like him, it just is I don't got time to be following everybody, but I do know who he is. You describe as a slightly schizo Sharkery fan. Yeah, I think so. I don't know anything about him. I just know that he's always trolling on the Sharkery train, and he's always trolling Robertson Firearms on their Twitter. Oh god. Yeah, I could imagine why. To be honest, okay, so I would like to know your opinions, your people's, because you guys are the real homies. You're not just some, Jet GPT bots that are automating responses. But to be honest, if we want the proof, like, look at the reactions. Whoa, okay. Zooming out. Just look at the reactions on these posts, right? It's a lot of not happy people posting not so happy reactions. This one's my favorite, the little Y. It's just, yeah. So Paul says, my general stance is we should just be able to buy the skins unless there's a way to get a lot of gacha tokens in the game. And then Shada says, it all began with that one horse skin back in the day. Now we got to gamble to get virtual swimwear for girls. What is the one horse skin back in the day? Is it Shada, is that a GFL reference, or is that a reference to a different game? That one horse skin, because there was another game that I'm pretty sure. Didn't they start doing this and there was like a huge outrage, or there was like a gacha system for the schematic, or not schematic, the costumes? Wasn't it like Infinity Nikkei, or I thought it might have been like, I said, I don't keep track of these too much, but oh yes, Paul says the Bethesda horse. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We don't talk about that. That was a long time ago. But yeah, I thought there was some other like mainstream gacha game that did this relatively recently, within like the last 6 months. And I remember there was like a huge amount of blowback. My inside sources told me that it was Infinite Nikkei, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, so anyway, so real quick to kind of cover this a little more is obviously they put out a clarification here. It's like the banner lasts for over 330 days. You get 6 outfit permits per week or per month, blah blah blah. Words. Long story short is you're gonna get over the course of a year, or before the banner ends, I should say, you'll get about 96 pulls. So if you're the world's unluckiest guy, that means you're 4 off from hard pity, and that means you either got to whip out the wallet or you just are the saddest person forever, or you hope that the banner doesn't change because, you know, like maybe it's still on there. I don't know. Like, are they going to rotate Klukai's outfit out at the end of this and then rotate another units in, or are you going to pick, or, you know, no idea. They didn't really cover that. And then obviously they say there's going to be more outfit perms, probably this is probably like a one-time thing as you level up. But the takeaway that the devs wanted people to have is that you'll be able to earn them if you consistently play the game, which is fine. But my issue, if we scroll back up here, where is it? They were talking about rates, right? Yeah, okay, so here we go. We're back at the rates here. Outfit banner rates and these rates here. Let's talk about this for a second. So, probability of getting the outfit is 1.18. This is extremely deceiving, and gacha companies are famous for doing this, right? Like, it's not new. It's been going on since forever, right? This is a 1.18 cumulative average, right? So if we go, I'm gonna tab back in game real quick. Let me see. Let's hide this Discord real quick. If we go to normal recruitment here and we pull up the details, right? Normal probability for any 5-star character is 1.89, and this is the same as in all the Hoyoverse games too, because this is the same system that they use. Individually, the chance of getting a character is 0.6, so less than 0.5%. But because you're guaranteed one at the 160 mark, or I guess technically you're guaranteed one at the 80 mark, right? Because this is just an elite doll, right? An elite unit. So at 80, you're guaranteed one. You know, might be the one you want. It might be an off-banner target, but that's how they get to this 1.8%. So if we pull up this again and we look at it, 1.18 is actually the cumulative average is if you hit hard pity, right? And so this is the part that it's a little weird because they don't give you the direct average. And I think the reason they didn't give you this number, like the 0.6 number, I'm going to guess it's 0.4. I'm guessing the reason they didn't give you that number is because they knew there'd be like a freaking riot on their hands. And these, sorry, I was a little too early. These numbers match up as well for the 4 stars, right? So 3%, or the overall probability of getting a 4-star is 13%. If we pull up the thing again and scroll down a little bit, right underneath that, probability of obtaining rare items per pull is 13.30. So these are consistent with the gacha if you just move the hard pity a little further, because the hard pity says to math detailed rates. Where is the pity? Yes, so 50. So 50 doesn't guarantee you the outfit, which is why I said it's a little misleading, because 50 doesn't guarantee you. It just means 50 says it increases your probability. So there's a soft pity in place, but you have no idea what that soft pity is. And then at 100, you're guaranteed the outfit. So, but the other thing that they don't talk about is like, how does this work in with the Andorus outfit, right? Like, let's see, can we? Andorus's outfit is not like the target one, right? It's considered a rare item, which I believe is their wording for a 4-star. Maybe a little not clear here, right? Like it says the probability of obtaining the outfit Cerulean Breaker is 1.18, and the probability of rare items is 13. So I'm assuming when you get a rare item, it could be any of these, right? So okay. So the Andreas outfit is technically a 4-star item, whatever. So it's using the 13%. But anyway, so if we go back to, so anyway, the long story short, I did a lot of talking there, and I've been watching your chat slowly. I just kind of wanted to like illustrate the math point. Is that while it is 1.18, it's actually in reality any particular pull is probably around the 0.5 or maybe even 0.4. I don't know the exact number what it would round out to with that pity system in play, but what's happening is you're very likely to spend a ton of tickets before you see the item crop up, right? Like, if that makes sense. Let me think if I can explain that better. Because it's very likely that you go the first 50 tokens and not get the item at all, because every single one of those pulls or those transactions will be the whatever 0.5% or whatever. Very unlikely, right? And then after there, depending on how they have the soft pity, you might have to go to like 80 or 90 before there's a good chance that it starts to show up, right? And that's kind of yikes, because it's like, and I kind of don't know why they would do that in its own way, because okay, so that's obviously a summer outfit, right? Like it's a beach outfit, right? It's meant for summer. Like that's trying what they're trying to cash in on, the like seasonal excitement, right? Why would you make a system so that most likely people are going to get this outfit in like December or like January of like, you know, it's going to take like 6 or 8 months for people to accumulate enough tokens to get it. So, I mean, some lucky people will get it immediately, right? Because there's always going to be that guy who's like, lol, first 10 pull easy, right? And then everybody else is just not going to have one. And it's like, by the time they get it, it's like I said, they're going to be on a new banner, and then people will be thinking to themselves, well, maybe I should just save my pity or whatever. Or like I said, it'll be so out of season, or so like the hype will be so far over, it's like, who even cares at that point? Yeah. Well, it says League of Legends has gacha for premium skins, and the latest one I remember, the Ari costume costs 500. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I thought League of Legends, I thought it was just you buy it. I thought they just priced it at 500 because they're like, you simps will pay it. Yeah, Paul says 96 pulls is the bare minimum that we know of. CN has already seen more getting sent from characters in the mail, and future events will also have them. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just that alleviates the problem a little bit, right? But I don't know what is. You're right. Like Paul, you're 100% right. Like if they treat it like they do some of the other things in the game, where like every character event you get 1 or 2 or 3 in the shop, and like every seasonal event, like the big major patches like we had with like Minus Burner's Loop and stuff, like the big patches like that, maybe they throw like 10 or 15 at you. Like, okay, yeah, that might expedite the process quite a bit, and it will be a lot less punishing, and it might not be so painful. So you're right, it really does depend on how many of these they hand out. I'm gonna guess they don't hand them out too much though. I could be wrong about that, but like, this is the part that I just don't understand, right? It's like, why even have this system? Like, why do we need a gacha system inside of a gacha system, right? Like, in my opinion, if you're gonna make money off outfits, right, almost give the characters away, right? Because think about it. For example, I'm not gonna purchase the Xiaowei outfit because I don't have Xiaowei, right? That just makes sense. So you'd want the player base to have access to as many characters as possible, or, you know, make the costumes as you know, mostly for characters that are easily accessible, 4 stars, free-to-play units, things on the standard banner, etc. Maybe you want to have a couple premium ones to kind of like show off, like I said, like that Springfield one, for example, is a good idea of like, okay, the devs just kind of want to show off their skills at making costumes and outfits and kind of like set the level of expectation for the rest of the skins. So, but it's kind of weird to me that you would have, like I said, so many gacha layers just like piled on top of each other. And yeah, Chada, sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the chat, but yeah, Chada, this won't apply to all skins. These are specifically a couple skins that they talked about, and they clarified it in a different post a little further down. They're like, yeah, this is only for specific skins that they're doing for the dorm room. The rest of the skins, they're going to continue on their normal release schedule, like, you know, new skin with every patch for a character, probably the newest character, and then probably like an old character. That's kind of how they've been doing it. Yeah, and like Paul said, they're probably going to add some of these type of skins every now and then, maybe once or twice a year. They didn't say they're very clear that they're flexible on it, because especially from the blowback, like if we scroll down here, right, they put out like another I don't want to call it an FAQ. Like this is just him saying, the guy posting it is just him saying, please don't shoot me, I'm just translating. Which you know that's never something good you want to be posting, right? Like please don't shoot the messenger. That's how you know people are going to be angry. But yeah, so this is pretty much a big long post talking about like how they were getting already, this is like I said, 1 day old, and the devs have already gotten a bunch of I'm assuming on the Chinese side, a bunch of hate or blowback either on forums or whatever China's version of Reddit is. And so yeah, they pretty much just explained, like they try to like kind of walk it back a little bit and be like, oh, see, you know, it's not going to be that bad, guys, give it a try, don't freak out about it, etc., etc. And we're happy to take feedback. Let's see here. Yeah, blah blah blah, you know, we understand activity layer is one of the major content updates since the launch, and it's still presents various experience related issues that require iterative improvements, bug fixes and optimizations will be rolled out progressively. You know, blah blah blah. Here, we're already going to give you some apology tokens, and we welcome all feedback. That's what this last one's about. So I don't know. Yeah, that was just kind of like, so we talked about the whole thing, but I just kind of want to get your opinions on it. Like, am I crazy? So I know if some of you guys seem to be on either side. Ragling says, if we goon, we're gonna doom. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I do, you know, I do find it a little funny that both the costumes, right? You can't see the Android one, but they are technically two gooner costumes, right? Like it's like the bikini and then the succubus outfit. It's like I do find that a little funny. Paul says, I'm not supporting it. I just don't think it's worth getting doomed over. If you don't like it, don't support it, pretty much. Let's see what else. Paul's like, I hope we can just bully Mika into just selling those skins. And yeah, you're right. It is a free to like a win for free to play players. I'm sure free to play players exist, right? That just made me think, Paul. You know, like, I wonder if we're overestimating how many free to play players there are in a game like this. Like, to me, I wonder if most of the free to play players have already kind of pieced out, right? Because it's like, and I mean, you can like the game for its gameplay, sure, but like, I mean, a big part of this game is definitely going to be the characters and the costumes, right? Like, that's one of the big like attention grabbing allure points, right? The gameplay is not bad, although it tends to be a little on the easy side overall. But it's like the big draw for a lot of people, I think, are the characters, like the character models, the interactions, like the level of detail, and then like this soon to be dorm room, like dating sim thing. And then the story too, although the story is kind of like just kind of treading water right now. So it's like, I wonder how many people are actually free to play and they have no interest in buying stuff. And I wonder how many free to play players there are that don't buy like tickets. They only buy costumes, right? Is that a category? Are you considered free to play if the only thing you spend money on is like, you know, the clue key, right? does that like bring you outside the free to play realm? Because, you know, when people say free to play, they're talking about from a gameplay account perspective, right? Like you didn't buy a segment 6 character, and you didn't buy, you know, every weapon for every signature weapon or every elite weapon for every character in the game, right? That's what they mean when they say free to play, where essentially luck is just going to carry your account as far as like what's available to you. I wonder how many people are free to play in the sense that they also refuse to buy skins and outfits. I'm sure they exist. I wonder if it's like, is it 50% of the player base, or is it like 5% of the player base, you know? That's what I'm a little, I wonder personally. Paul says they must be out there because he sees people celebrating 2K Gunsmoke high scores this season, which hey, nothing wrong with that. The bigger question, though, how many people are terminally online about it or just cruise along and buy the shiny things when they see it? Now, that is a very good question, because for as many thumbs down emojis that they put underneath this post, I do wonder how many people are going to buy it anyway. In fact, I experienced that firsthand. I said I didn't want to talk about this, but we're going to go to it a little bit. I went to something over in Vegas. I went to there was like a big convention out there. And it was like horribly, just everything about it was horrible, right? And everyone was so freaking mad. Everyone at the convention just had a horrible time. And the people I went with, they were furious on like day 1 and day 2. But I kid you not, literally by this Wednesday, they're like, well, boy, I can't wait to go back next year. I'm sure they'll have it all fixed. And I'm like, bro, didn't you just say that it was like, you're never going back there ever again? And like 2 days later, you're like, okay, I can't wait to see you next year. Like, it's the same thing with this. It's like, I see it all the time, the gotcha games and video games in general. They say, oh, we're not going to stand for this. We're putting our foot down. This time you cross the line, and then they sell a million, you know, for example, like, you know, pretty much any time EA does something, you know, it's like, oh, no, EA, we're not going to have loot boxes in our game. You've crossed the line. And then they still sell like crazy. Or, you know, oh, I can't believe Call of Duty is selling whatever taunting emotes, or Fortnite selling dancing emotes for $10 a piece. This is ridiculous. No one's gonna buy this. And then sure enough, it's like the #1 selling thing on the shop. So, you know, I do wonder. Chana says a succubus survives by sucking the essence of a man until he's dried. Quite fitting. Yeah. Is Mika seriously that? Are they just role playing themselves at this point? We'll never know. Ooh, here's an interesting take. Hell's Advocate says it could be a free to play hook. Get them into costumes via the gacha and then convert them into skin purchases. That's, yeah, you know, maybe that is part of the Illuminati secret plan, right? It's like, oh well, you got the Klukai outfit for free. Like, hey man, what if we give you, like, or even better, right? You got the interaction from Macchiato, right? You got the, like, whatever, the scary movie interaction. Hey man, all you got to do now is go to the shop and buy the costume, and you know, now you can goon while you goon. That's a good point. Okay, we're gonna go. That's enough discussing that, though. We'll get out of here. The dragon cow. I don't even know what this is. We're leaving. Okay, that was. I did want to talk about that because, like I said, that was something, right? Like, I don't know where that's gonna go in the future, and I'm sure we're gonna get more info before the. I think they're going to release it on our servers pretty quick here. Maybe, I would guess, a month or two after it hits the Chinese servers, because they already released the preview video for the English side. So that's the only reason I wanted to talk about it, was because, like, even though it's hitting the Chinese servers first, I'm pretty sure we're going to be pretty quick behind that. The only person we're missing is Andorus. So if they say the next banner is Andorus, you can freaking guarantee you that system is, like, on its way. Yeah, Paul's just putting it into perspective, like, you know, there's like 500 to 700 responses or reactions, but there's tens of thousands of players that play. I mean, very, very true. But I mean, there's also a lot of people like me who will see it and they'll think it, but they won't like actually react. So, you know, the silent and judging crowd. Anyway, so yeah, except Paul's except us. We're 100% representative of the population. Well, what do you guys want to do tonight? Yeah, we have several different options that we could do. We could. I don't really have a preference on what I wanted to do because it's all kind of that, right? This is a tower defense. I looked at it for like 3 seconds and I'm like, oh, this is kind of boring, but it's another tower defense expansion drill, but we could do that. Gunsmoke, we got another day of Gunsmoke here. What do we got? Chain Surge, Burn Overdrive. Okay, they're not the worst ones. I'm still not strong enough to get a kill. I got a little closer. I got down to like 7 health bars, or not, no, 9 health bars, I think. But I'm still not quite at a kill, and it's a little saddening. I'm just, you know, pull more characters. That's the point I'm at. Get 2 more total old dupes. Oh, speaking of which, maybe we could gamble just a teeny bit, right? I think we got enough for. There we go. Let's see. We didn't do it. What if I would have got 2 total old dupes right there? It would have been like, boom, let's go for that kill. Chada, man, Chada's speaking the hot truth here. He says, referring to what we were talking about earlier, he's saying pulling for the extremely Goonie vibe skins in a gacha game featuring the most detailed feat of the century is not exactly what people want to announce in public. It's true. It's true. Although you would, you know, I see plenty of people online talking about it. Oh man. So yeah, anyway, if anyone has any preferences, I don't know. Well, what else we got? We got, well, the challenge modes are, oops, not story. I think we're only up to like number 3, so I mean, I already know the answer. I'm just gonna look real quick. Let's just see here. Did they give us the cracked out and 1 segment? Okay, they're not the 2 segments. Okay, yeah. I mean, I already know, right? Because did I see a signature weapon? Yeah, signature weapon. 2 signature weapons. Weird that they didn't give her a signature, but how many? Oh my god! Oh my god! What was this, like segment 5? Okay, yeah. We're not gonna wait. I won't waste your time doing those because they're not challenging. I don't know why they did that. Why did they start doing that? I don't know. Yeah, minigames aren't fully unlocked, although I haven't done any of the minigames since last time. But we got simulation exercise, right? Like, is this the same thing though? Right? I forgot if you use your own characters for this or if it's borrowed characters. It is borrowed. But the borrowed characters, unironically, are better than the ones I have. They're not better stats. Oh my god, do you give it grows like Guerno? Jesus Christ. How many segments? Is this maxed? No. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna do this either. This is another really easy one. Unless you guys want me to. Like I said, I'll do whatever you guys feel like watching, but yeah. Paul pretty much summed it up. If we do the expansion drill, we're just gonna be throwing Blue Kai's toxic infiltration grape soda at them for 12 turns straight. That's what it was up until the last one, right? Like all these previous levels was just like literally camp their spawn and just AoE them all down in 1 turn every single time. So like I said, I'm up for whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to shout out something. I see Radical Ink. I don't know if he's being if he's being sarcastic, but he says simulation exercise. You know, maybe let's. What I got an idea. I got an idea here. What if we do simulation exercise, but I try and sandbag it as hard as I possibly can. All right, how can I sandbag this? I could use. What are the lowest I could do like a level 50 Mosin with no gear. Oh, the level 1 weapon. Oh man, this might be sandbagging a little too much. All right, actually, now I'm curious. Are these? This is better than worse than the presets? Yeah, way worse. Let's try this. All right, guys, we're gonna get real creative here. She's got no weapon. Mosin has no weapon and not even max level. 5,000, 4,000 combat effectiveness. How much lower can we go here? Colfane, this is not leveled, right? Yeah, okay. Colfane's. She's like the strongest unit. And what about we could do a let's have the real hero of the game. Okay, this is a terrible team. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, okay. Just out of curiosity, let's see. What does the damage look like? Oop. Oh yeah, this is now we're going back in time, boys. Okay. How are we gonna do this? So we need Nemesis kind of. Ew, gross. She can't lean on both sides of the wall, so I gotta like pick an alley for her. I think this is the alley we're gonna have her shoot up. So let's have her start. She's the strongest one on this team by far. Let's do 1 sniper per side. Oh, I should have moved Colfane up to get a support attack first. This will paralyze him and anger him. Let's. Oh, she can't. You know, whatever. Colfane is, you know, she's. You know, we're doing okay, actually. Faye, see if I know how to use her correctly, because she pulls them and she gets extra movement afterwards. So I'm trying to see if. Yeah, I'd like to like stand like right here and pull everybody in, but we're just not going to get a chance to do that. So let's do oh, whatever. I was going to pull him out of cover, but it's a little late for that. But we should be able to move after this. Yep, I'm back here. I used Faye a little bit. I was doing some testing with her. She's kind of fun. Hell yeah, dude. Throw tomahawks at everybody. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. Thank God that was the last guy to go. I want to do this to have 1,000,000 stacks of rend. Sure. If for some reason they live till next turn, I'll just absolutely destroy somebody, I think. Alright. So let's just... Can we have Colfane do that? This will uncloak both of these guys. Yes. Let's do it. We can have Mosin. Oh, look at this. Dude, look at the damage, dude. I don't even need to... Let's do this one. Damn, Colfane's kind of going wild. And then... Okay, guys, I lied. I thought this team was going to be sandbag, but, you know. Although I guess it did say you only needed level 45 units, and even with this crappy gear, we're kind of out-leveling them. This is the real play right here. Who's going to get... Are these rend stacks? I don't know what the icon for rend is. Yeah, 3 rend stacks. All right, let's do it. Let's see what the big numbers look like. We did it. That was the big numbers. Hmm. I made a mistake here, boys. We can't attack this guy, can we? Because he's invisible. And that's not cover. And I can't attack after I move here. We'll just corner him. Surely he won't one-shot anybody. Here we go, Faye. Oh, that's right. I don't have any confectants because nobody ended next to her. Well, whatever. Go, Mosen. Be the hero. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Maybe we can sandbag even harder for the next one. Okay, Wooly's vote was to use the Elmo team. These cool Groza bunny cough drops at Nemesis. All right, we could, let's do that. Let's do that. My Groza is kind of cracked though. I'm gonna warn you. She gets very protective of the commander. Just checking. I want to see. I want to see if they're gonna let me use a segment 6 one, because even though I wouldn't be able to test it very well because everything would instantly die, I would like to know the power of a segment 6 Shahan. Okay, so what do we got? We need Nemesis, who is actually a little too cracked to be doing this. Rosa, Cough-Knees, and Angry Bunny. I don't think I need to think about this too much, but I do want Nemesis to be able to get up there. Is an all-counter team feasible, Chada? Groza, Macchiato, Sabrina, and Nagant. I mean, it will be feasible because we believe in it. I would have to... My Macchiato is built very, very good. Very goodly. So Macchiato will single-handedly wipe the floor with the entire map. But maybe we can sandbag somehow their way. Let's see. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, you know why? Because we're gonna do this. Watch this. Throw the fireworks at him, and then this should finish him off. Yes, dude. She has. Oh, I forgot. We're not next to anybody. She's got the jackalope, but it's only level 1. So this is like an interesting kind of sandbag, right? It's like half sandbag. And wow, I could pass the turn, but let's anger some people. Get the enemies going. Yeah, I was reading what you were saying, Paul, about the Kashmir fight. Yeah, the original one that they had when I think it was the Vector event was going, that one kind of slapped you around a little bit, but the recent one we had a couple weeks ago was just like, man. Yeah, dude, let's do counterattack central. And let's make more people angry. Let's get rid of the defensive guy. This will not let me move. Oh, okay, but it will also kill them, so I think it's a fair trade. Oh, that's right, she got 3 kills, so now she can do it again. Damn, dude, Krollik, calm down. Get the Terminator over here. Okay, well, geez, this team was supposed to be sandbag, but it's definitely not. Hey, dude, Groza, don't mess around. Just because she's wearing a fancy dress doesn't mean she's not ready to... She's really got the you know, the 007 spy aesthetic going on right now, where it's like, oh, I came to the cocktail party with guns. Okay, we got one more until we're capped out. Let's see what kind of... Let's see if we can sandbag even harder. Because what level are these enemies? They're level 45, so we need to sandbag way harder than we have been. Can we do it with solo Cheetah? This might be... this might be... okay. This might be a little too sandbag. Okay. All right, let's do Cheetah. See if we can do it with 2 units. Let's do it with Cheetah. And Rosa is high level. What's another like really weak unit? I mean, I don't want to. If we did this Nagant, it would just nothing would ever die, right? We just literally do no damage to anything. It's 1500 attack, 1400. Let's just do the Grows. Let's see if we can do it with just 2 units. Yeah, Willie wants to know where the Colgate nurse outfit is. I hate that outfit. I'm gonna be real. I mean, it's very thematic. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like it. Is that okay? Am I allowed to do that? We got eggs that we have to kill within. These are 3-turn timers, right? 3 turns and 4 turns. Okay. And these guys can jump over those. Okay. So let's come to right here. And you know, let's just buff up. We'll have Groza just counterattack everyone to death, right? Damn, not quite. We're doing it, boys. Kind of. Let's have Conchita. We don't. I would like to do this, but it won't kill it. This kill it? Oh, got a crit. We didn't. Alright, Groza, can you finish both these guys off? No, you can't. Oof. Fireworks. Damn, Groza, fight back. Alright, we gotta start making our. Oh, dude, this thing is gonna hatch. I don't think I can kill it in time. Unless we go to here, hit this guy with the candy, finish him off. I mean, the good news is, you know, Groza is built different, as the kids say. Oh, but I don't have my ult up. Okay, maybe she's not built so different. Darn. Finish this guy off. I was hoping that I could come in here and shoot the grenade at him, or this egg out of line of sight. But I think it's gonna hatch, and I don't think there's anything. Are we gonna get it done within? Ooh, that's the question. Ooh, guys, we don't have the DPS. I think we're gonna fail the DPS check here. This one disables. Yeah, that one disables their. All right, I think we might have sandbagged a little too hard here. Oh, and I blocked myself from getting up that stairs. And yeah. Oh, okay. Ooh, that tickled. The problem is these bears are just they're so thick. I don't have the DPS to deal with it. Can I? Ooh, I can't get down. Oh, Rosa, do something. Dude, this guy body blocked me. He's played the game right there. Yeah. Red? Alright. Yeah, we can save Cheetah. I don't think we're making this in the 8-turn limit, though. Not with Cheetah shooting the enemy for 50 damage. Yeah, because this Thode is obnoxious. Could get to him next turn, but try this. I know we're not going to have enough time to do all this, but, you know, try our best. Oh, no. It's a disaster. I can't even hit them. Well, that sucks. All right, well, crit. With your 10% crit rate. Oh, she actually did. Okay, it's all in on this, like, next 2 turns. If we do this, this will make them angry. This doesn't solve the problem of I don't think I'll have enough. And I kill... This thing has to die because it stuns you. We might be able to do this, guys, if we just get really good crits. We have 1 turn left. Don't kill Cheetah. Okay, we're good. Can we come to here? No, we're just not strong enough, guys. Yeah, because Groza can kill one of them, right? She could kill the Thode. Ah, big sad. All right, let's try this. And then we'll do this to here, and then here. It's not going to be enough, though, unless these both crit, and maybe it counts. No! Mission failure, boys. We'll get him next time. Almost. Almost. We sandbagged a little too hard there. You want to see AI Klukai? Let's see. Can AI Klukai do better than me? Surely. Did they give me a rental one? No. Okay. Well, we'll just use mine. Alright, Jesus, take the wheels. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude. AI is way better than me. Oh, the AI is so good, it even knew that Klukai was immune to the stun. That's why it didn't kill the crocodile. Damn, dude. ChatGPT is actually going to take over. Okay, well, you know, that was something. I don't know, boys. I don't know. We live in a society. Let's do a mini game. Let's do one of these goofy mini games before we end the stream. It's been something. All right, which one do we do? The gourmand, the memory puzzle, or let's do the rhythm, just because it's got a sick ass beat. We're not actually gonna play. We're just gonna sit here and vibe to the music. Alright, let's see. What are we doing for this one? Does it tell me? No, okay. Alright. Oh, dude, it's this theme. I love this theme. Oh, I gotta use the arrows, right? This was the theme for Jangyu's event that we never got. Right? I think so. Or no, this was the Macchiato theme. I can't remember. It's one of the two. Dude, Chada says I think Grok would fit in GFL2 just right. I've not used Grok. I'm assuming that's the was it the Twitter AI that like the AI bot that you can I guess ask dumb questions. I've seen some screenshots of people getting roasted by it. Combo times 6. So this is my style of minigame. Low IQ, simple, easy. Full combo. We'll do one more because that was... I wonder what other tracks they got in here. Let's see, can I guess the music? I have no idea what this one is. Dude, yeah, I have no idea whose theme or music this is. I mean, Xiaowe's in the middle, so is it her theme? I don't remember. Oh no! Almost choked there. Wait. Have I seen Gronk's anime avatar? Oh no. It has an anime avatar. I'm so scared to look this up. Someone was having too much fun when they programmed that AI chatbot. he's got a Gooner avatar. No way. I'm gonna look this up after stream here. I'm scared. I'm scared to know if. I mean, it would make sense, right? If you're, it only makes sense that an AI chatbot that has to monitor one of the biggest anime Gooner social media places in the world, like, would only just over time get corrupted by it, right? Like, that's the thing. If they're gonna train AI based off social media, I mean, we are in for a horrible future, because that's like the worst part of humanity there. But anyway, thanks for coming, everyone. Here, I'm gonna throw some. Look at this. Throw some little chats, little hearts in the chat. You probably get to see that on the delay, but thanks for coming, guys. It was an event today. Hopefully we'll have some clarification on that stuff. Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to clarify much more else than that. Hopefully we'll see it in action. We'll see that new dorm system in action in the next couple weeks or so. And yeah, I hope you guys all have fun with your Gunsmoke Frontline and whatever else. And yeah. Thanks for coming, dudes. We'll catch you guys next week. I don't have any announcements or anything, so it's just going to be next Friday. Same time, same place. So see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.